Texas in Arlington at the luxurious AT&T Stadium. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Washington football team and the Dallas Cowboys. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. They run it for the first time with Tony Pollard. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he can even get started. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. They may have thrown the interception, obviously less than ideal, but I think they also sent a message that they're going to push the ball downfield in this one.
Yeah, not afraid to take their shots right away, huh? What was that, like a 9-9-9 route? 9 meaning go? Just went ahead and went for it. Didn't work out so well because it certainly appeared the defense was prepared. But I'm with you. Okay, so it didn't work this time. Doesn't mean we won't try it again later.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 10 yards there, good for a Washington first down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
At the 44-yard line. A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
They run the counter. It's Gibson, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Calling a loss of 2 on the play. And that's going to make it 3rd down and 10. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he gets this only to the 44-yard line. Not near enough to keep the drive alive.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Now, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
47 is the mic.
On 2nd and 9, Prescott. And he will find his man on the end route, complete. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Prescott from the gun. Throw left side complete. It's Morrow. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. Prescott on first down. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 40. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Here's Pollard. And he's going to be stopped close to the first down marker at Washington's 12-yard line. It's 35. That's going to be a 6-yard gain. It leaves him with 3rd down and just a yard to go.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
Get ready, get ready, get ready. 47. Rush in, rush in. Kill, kill, kill.
Here's Prescott. And that is incomplete.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
They'll run forward with Pollard. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on fourth. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Play action now. Prescott out to his left. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
So a pretty early first quarter roughing the passer penalty.
Seems like the officials are going to let everyone know they're taking charge of this game. They're always going to protect the quarterback.
So a critical mistake, roughing the passer. Now it's first and goal. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. That's Deron Payne with a sack that time.
8 yards on the loss brings up second and goal. At the 14.
We're scoreless after one.
That's the end of the first quarter with no score.
Start of the second quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession as they come up now second and goal. Throwing, Prescott steps away to his left. This is caught. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. They'll give them a dozen on the pitch and catch, but now they're up against a third and goal. Movement there on the offensive line, a little quick, and a 5-yard penalty. They expect this from the visiting team when playing indoors, but not the home team.
They're supposed to get all the advantages, right? The home crowd's supposed to help them. They forgot where they were, perhaps.
A bad time for a false start penalty as they're backed up now for third and goal.
Let's go, let's go. Hey, we got Mike.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. He's got it. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. A terrific job there to keep him out of the end zone. And now it'll be fourth and goal. Now here's Pollard. And he'll wind up being knocked back to the 3-yard line. They stop him up short on fourth and goal from the 1. And Washington is able to come up with a goal line stand. On first down. Gibson, and he'll take this up to about the 7- or 8-yard line. Jalen Smith, the Notre Dame man, in on the tackle.
I think they're ahead of schedule now after that run. They might be bold with this second down call after that type of a game.
Now a throw here on second down, and that's complete. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 20. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
Well, they were backed up to start the drive, but how about that aggressiveness? Firing it downfield right away. Nice job there getting out towards what would have been their normal starting position.
Back to throw now on first down. That one complete to Stephon Sullivan. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again.
The Washington first down.
And he'll give it here to his running back. A gain of 3, second down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Out of the gun now on third down. And looking for McLaurin, but this is intercepted. Picked up by Leighton Vander Esch. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
And this is up and good to make it 7-0 Cowboys.
Makes the score Cowboys 7, Washington 0. Chase McLaughlin.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Washington will take over 1st and 10.
Out there set ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. It's their third drive now, and so far we've seen a punt, and that second drive, CD, they turned the ball over, so not the start that they were envisioning.
Yeah, they've been ineffective so far, but look, they've worked on a game plan all week long. Don't get away from it too soon. Find a way to get some significant gains, loosen up, get going, and then they should be okay the rest of the way.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback, 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you're doing a big way, and what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
You tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
Yeah, not a great one there. Out of bounds in the air. And the offense is going to be set up already in enemy territory inside the 45. First down, Prescott. Oh, Prescott stripped. And it's Washington that scoops it up. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. A little careless with the football, and he also had a fumble loss last week, didn't he?
He certainly did, and when I'm watching him play, the one thing that comes to mind is always remember, traffic, turbulence, people around you. 2 hands. Get 2 hands on the ball. Grip it tight. I know it looks cool to have it in one hand. Put it away. Tuck it away because you've got to take care of the ball.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
At the Cowboys' 47-yard line.
On play action, they'll throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Leighton Vander Esch wreaking havoc with a sack.
A loss of 8 yards. And it's 3rd.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 23 yards, the final tally. Prescott under pressure, and down he goes.
Well, that was their third sack of the ball game. Second in the league in sacks coming into this one. They're planning on making it a race to the top, aren't they?
Absolutely. They're looking up at that top spot, but they might be looking down at the second spot pretty soon.
Check, 47. Here we go.
Throwing on second and long. Prescott. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
43 is the mark, 47.
Now Prescott. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And it's incomplete. Both players had a shot at that one. Neither can get it, and it brings up fourth down.
Two things you can do in that situation. Run and punt the football or try and take your shot at getting the first down. They chose the latter, but they'll have to punt all the same.
That'll be a 43-yard punt, just a single yard on the return. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
A big play there just before halftime. 43 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Oh, and he'll just get rid of this one deep. And incomplete. Crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, second down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
Over the middle, it's Thomas. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. This Cowboy defense looked ready for that 3rd down pass. Brings up 4th.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt.
Washington.
These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
And he fires one that's intercepted. He's picked off just shy of midfield. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line.
Certainly feels like the classic second guess, but let's be honest about it. They had a chance going to halftime with the lead. Why did they take a chance with a throw there? I don't understand that.
Well, that's what I'm wondering. And now this defense has to try to protect that lead going into the locker room. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And they move this all the way down to the 9. 25 yards that time. The quick slant caught. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. So we've reached intermission here in a low-scoring game. 7-3 is our score. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. Washington down on the scoreboard, but they are getting the football first here, and we are back underway on EA Sports. out there setting ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
Yeah, well, the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
And they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the third quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Brings up second and 8 at the 30.
They'll look to throw here. Escaping the pressure right. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And he gets this only to the 41. Not near enough for the first. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's fourth down. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he's on to punt for Washington. Fielded just inside the 20. A pretty good punt there, but also a nice return of 12 yards. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line. He fakes the give here and looks to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. Now he's going to throw. And this will be caught at the 30. And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line. A big play here for Dallas. 41 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. The throw over the middle taken in. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 23-yard line.
On play action, Prescott. Forced out to his left. He'll try and run it. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3. But now it's third down. And now we're going to get a timeout called by the Washington defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. And they'll go jet sweep to try to pick it up. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. That'll back them up 2 yards and also bring up 4th.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half. And that trend is continuing here.
And this one will not work out. It is incomplete. They pass up the 3, fake it. It doesn't work. And Washington will have it on the turnover on downs. They'll run on first down. It's Gibson. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
On the tackle. 1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 22.
Now back to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down.
They dialed up the blitz on third down, and you worry as a defense that they can hit you with a big play in that situation. Instead, the blitz pays off, able to rally to the football and make the play.
As Sanchez on to punt here as he sends this one away. Returnable here from the 38. 34 yards on the return, but for a moment looked like he had a shot to go all the way. And the Cowboys are going to take over in great position here with a 1st and 10. They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Looking to throw. Prescott. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Jonathan Allen able to record his 5th sack of the season.
It's now 3rd down.
3rd and long for Prescott. Strong coverage by Washington. And now 4th down.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good, and this score will stay right where it is. Was a kicker from that distance, 56, 57 yards. So many things you got to worry about, but I am a little surprised he didn't get it there.
Yeah, with the way kickers are nowadays, we're surprised anything under 65 that it doesn't get at least to the crossbar. But remember this, you have to drive it a little bit lower in order to make that distance, and you also have to be worried about the interior rush that they can get their hands on it. So that's why those stronger kickers nowadays who can pop it up in the air and still travel and carry it, that's what you're looking for.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And that one knocked away and incomplete. Nice job defensively on what will be the final play of the 3rd quarter. Back now in Arlington. 3rd and inches, and they've got some extra beef up front. 3 tight ends. It's Washington with the football, but trailing here as we begin quarter number 4. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36-yard line. Move the chains, a gain of 7 on 3rd down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Going to give this time to the tailback. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. That good for 22 and a 1st down.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They hadn't punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Late 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. It's the fullback. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And Washington has taken the lead. He's got it. And this is indeed up to a 3-point lead.
Washington 10, Cowboys 7.
Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw is Prescott. And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home. They'll need a big play here, will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long.
53, check 53. Yeah, let's get a sack lunch. Mike, 53. 53.
Now Prescott. This is Hamler on the receiving end. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Well, there have been a ton of sacks. They were just trying to prevent another.
So what you're telling me is the conventional way has not really worked for them, huh?
Not at all.
Not at all. So he tries to grab him here, and they still get caught.
43, kill.
Prescott to throw it. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Out now comes the Cowboys punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. A 40-yard punt, no return, and possession will switch hands, 1st and 10.
49-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. A little less than 4 minutes remaining, and the margin for error is small with this slim lead. Operate within your 4-minute offense here, Charles?
Definitely. Remember, the 4-minute offense doesn't always correspond to what's up on the clock. What they need to do is play a little bit of keep away right now. Run the clock down. Make sure their opponent doesn't get the ball back. Their dream scenario, get enough first downs and make them eat up their timeouts so the game ends when you're kneeling down with the football.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. A gain of 13. It's a first down. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
He'll buy some time right. Throw to the right here, taken in by McLaurin. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 16 yards, a first down. I don't want to make a story where there's not one, but he threw the 3 interceptions last week. Looked a little uncomfortable. He looks much more comfortable today.
Yeah, just 1 pick so far and his team leads. So now they can play complementary football, meaning if he takes care of the ball, his offense, if they're humming along, the defense doesn't have to be out there as long. He's taking care of his guys on the other side of the ball.
They're enjoying a 4th quarter advantage. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 4 yards on the play. That's going to lead to 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 7-yard line.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back. They've got it 1st and goal as they search for what could be a game-sealing touchdown. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. It's the fullback. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And Washington is able to stretch their lead. Gonzalez to add the PAT. It's good to make it 17-7.
Makes this Washington 17. Cowboys 7.
Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked so well, and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Yeah, that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. Prescott rolling to his right on the crossing route, complete. That's Pierce. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Prescott, and this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 24. And now nothing but green ahead of him. And he will bring this one back. It is a pick 6 for a Washington touchdown.
Zane Gonzalez lining up for the
That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory. And the Washington pressure gets to him. He will go down. Jonathan Allen in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They'll roll him out right. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield, because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that'll be just about all she wrote for this one. Rush coming, and he's taken down. And now with 6 seconds remaining, they're going to burn their final timeout. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Now a handoff here to his running back. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4. And I know you, with every carry, especially in overtime, you're just saying, if you're that ball carrier, hold on to the football.
Hold on to it, protect it, but not necessarily settle it, because you're trying to get to the end zone. You're trying to end the game right here. And I know the defensive guys poking, clawing, raking, trying to knock the ball free and protect their end zone.
Yeah, like you alluded to, especially this part of the field. That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. With that, we say so long from Big D.